Hey everyone. Ugh, Lord Jesus Christ. Alright. As always, you hear that noise, I'm in the chair. Y'all are getting on my last nerve. Y'all getting my last nerve. Guess what happened? I can't tell you. I'm going to tell y'all as everything goes. So, I'm going to try to explain this the best way I can. So this morning, out of nowhere, my mother asked me, how you found somewhere to stay at? I said, I got things under control, basically. Summing it up. She was like, just talking to me, but she's looking at me like if I'm being hateful towards her. And I was like, look, no offense, but, it's my life. I'm going to do what I need to do. And as soon as I get information, I'll let you know. She's like, why you acting this way towards me? I said, I haven't done nothing to you. I said, I mind my business. I'm to myself. I said, you the one called me a demon. You said, I'm demonic. So, there ain't nothing else to talk about. This is a business deal, basically. She was like, well, you said I was a demon. I said, and that's the truth. That's the utmost truth. I haven't lied to you. I said, all my life I've been honest with you, but you don't want to listen to me. And she's getting upset and stuff. Then she tells on herself. So she comes up out of nowhere and said, see, your two marriages, basically, the kids first, my oldest two on their dad, and then my youngest one. She said, the stuff they was saying about you. I said, really, what was they saying about me? I ain't going to tell y'all that. I said, thank you for telling on yourself, because you acted like you don't communicate with them. So in my head, like, I'm your daughter, so why are you talking to them? You already know what they done to me, so why are you being friends with them? That's what I'm thinking in my head. But anywho, just go along with it, get along. And she just saying that you demonic, you putting spells on me. I said, yes, I am. I said, before I wasn't. I said, but now I have the position. Whatever you give me, I'm going to give that energy right back to you. So whatever you decide to say and do, I'm going to give it right back to you. I said, I'm the most loving person in the world, and I'm the most evil person in the world. So whatever you give me, I'm going to give it right back to you. Because that's the gift I have. I'm the judge. She's like, but you ain't telling me nothing. I said, I've told you everything, but you don't listen. I said, as soon as I open my mouth, you always have something to say. Well, I'm not going to let you talk that long and not me saying that. I said, I ain't even said nothing yet, and you already cutting me off, so why are we still talking? So long story short, she basically talking. She's like, well, you need to find you somewhere else to go. That's perfectly fine with me. As soon as I get everything come out, I'll be out. She was like, and I told her, I said, but the crazy thing is you calling me the demonic one. I said, I ain't a prostitute. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not out here in the street disrespecting people. I ain't touching nobody. I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I mind my business. I stay in the room and I'm quiet. I don't say nothing to anybody, but I'm the most demonic person in the world. That's where we at. But I said, these people out here in the world that you would have talked to, you don't think that about them. Then she started talking about my brother, talking about my brother and some cousins and stuff, talking about they got careers and they're retiring, this and that. I said, it's so funny. How come you can sit back and say nothing but good things about everybody else, but when it came to me, when I was doing good, you ain't say nothing good about me? I said, it's amazing how all you do is go out here in the world and say nothing but negative things about me. But see, one thing about me, even when I went through moments with my kids, even though we had spells put on us, I said, it's amazing how I put nothing but positivity out there. I don't dog them out, I don't put them down. And even when I talk to them, I might say, okay, you done this wrong, you done that wrong, but here's the positives in this scenario. I've always promoted nothing but great things about my kids to anyone. But all you do is say nothing but negative things about me, but you say you love me. She's like, well, my God loves everybody. I said, well, we know what God you serve. My God gonna make sure that I'm good. I said, you sure right about that. So it got to the point. I asked her, I said, do you want me gone today? Well, I told you, this is how she said, at first she said, I want you gone once my youngest get out of school and school is over. That's when she want me gone. I said, cool, that's fine. But she's still saying some other stuff to me. I said, now, well, since I'm so much of this really hateful person towards you, I said, do you want me gone today? You heard what I said. You heard, do you want me gone today? She said, eventually she said, yeah. I said, cool, I'll get my stuff and go. I'm walking on faith. I'll walk out today. I said, let me double check again with you. Do you really want me going to that? I told you at the end when he gets out of school. Bet. I know why you want to wait that long. Cause you hope I'm dead before then. What? Yeah, you want me dead. See, I said, technically, you can't have me out of your sight. Cause you want me in your sight. If I didn't care about you, I want to have a roof over your head. Of course, cause you need to keep an eye on me. That's why. You need to keep an eye on me so you can know what's going on with me. You don't want me out of your sight. Cause it's about the money. She ain't had too much to say about it. But she's like, well, I'll let you stay in. I said, okay. So, and then I walked away. I had my little moment of talking. Did I raise my voice some? Yeah, I did. Did I shout? Nah, I didn't. But I got a little upset because it proved to me that I still had one step to go. I had another step. Like, I disconnect, but I didn't fully disconnect. She asked me, she's like, you act like you don't love me. I said, no more. I know I don't. Not anymore. This is a business deal. I said, this is a business deal. I said, because I did everything I could to love you. This is a business deal. I said, I'm living here. And last time I checked, before I had the money, I asked you how much you need for me to pay for staying here. You gave me that price. So you can't come at me about anything else. Because you already told me how much the bill is. And I said, I provide food for you. I said, I provide other things for you. Because she was like, about the light bill and this and that. I asked you how much you wanted me to pay you. And you gave me that price. So the deal is over with. That contract is done. There ain't no contract. I said, this was a verbal contract. That's a contract. And I said, at the same time, I provide food in the house. I barely eat. She the first person that's sitting at the table before I ever can sit at the table. And I'm the one that cook 90% of the time. But she had that download every little thing I do. Downplaying every little thing. But you supposed to love a person. You go out here and show more love to everybody else than you show love to me. But you love me though. Okay, cool. So I walked off, laughed and whatever, because I told her, I said, I'm finally free. Because the way you used to manipulate me, the things you used to do to me, it don't hurt me anymore. It don't mess with me anymore. I am finally free. I told her, I said, you ain't going to do nothing to me. I said, I ain't going nowhere until it's time for me to go. Yeah, I said that to her. Because I said, I know what I've done in this world and I know what's going on. I said, I have enough of proof and evidence to prove everything that's going on around me. I said, you might have played that game, but it's over with now. So when I walked out, I came back in and I told her, I said, reason why, I said, as a kid, I said, you knew what was going on with me. But I said, y'all had a spell on me where my mouth was covered. I couldn't say anything. I said, so I showed my love to you through cooking and different things like that. But you didn't appreciate it. You didn't care. You always talked about everybody else. But when it came to me, you didn't care nothing about me. I said, you took this deal when you was a child. And you carried it over onto me. And you've been using me ever since. So, long story short, I showed her the picture. The one that I posted where I'm glowing, where I'm super gold, and the other one where I'm light. Yep, I showed it to her. You talking about someone like a ghost, looking like looking at a ghost? Yeah, that's how she looked. All she could do was clap her hands and walk off. I said, game over. Game over. I'm not playing. I know who I am. I'm confident. And it took me a long time to realize the situation and realize what was going on. And I had to take a strong person to be able to overcome this situation. To overcome manipulation. Y'all, people get manipulated all the time. And people fall for it. And I watched this. And I told her, I've been paying attention to you ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was a kid, I watched you and paid attention to you. I said, everything that you done, you taught me. I learned from you. And at that moment, I realized who she really is. She's the original Jezebel Spirit. I was like, what the heck? See, I just assumed that there was spirits messing with her. That's what I assumed. But something came into my head. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. See, she's original Jezebel Spirit. And what she did was she was mocking me. So this is what has going on. Have she received money from this stuff? Yes, but she ain't received as much as everybody else. She received the smallest portion. Reason why is because she didn't want too much light onto who she is. See, she learned that from me. And what I mean learn from me is I could have been successful a long time ago, but I knew that there was a bigger picture that I had to fulfill. So I knew that, remember I think I said in a video, a little bit is something's better than nothing. I didn't want to go with that attitude. I said, I'm going to just wait, go through the pain and the suffering. And then when I reap my reward, I get everything at one time, right? She learned that from me. So with these videos, I've been wondering, why is it that I'm still providing information in the world? But I had to think about it. My spirit is connected to her, the original, because she's technically the mother. But I was made in the mother image, so technically it's me. But she's the controller of the demonic. I don't want that side. I chose not to be that side. So technically, she is me, I am her. And I understand you probably like, well, that mean you've been put in evil. No, I didn't accept that bill. Okay, she still ran with her life, and I still had mine. So what has happened is this. She knew this day was going to come. She set the whole plan up. The whole entire plan. So she wanted the spot. She knew about how God manipulated her. She knew God manipulated her. So she was like, I'm going to play the role. I'm going to pretend. So you remember, I'm going to add another video and Testify. Now, when I show y'all videos and stuff, they represent multiple things, okay? Multiple things. It's like a symphony or music. You can always change up you can always play the same, how can I say, instruments and then change up the words. That's how it happened. So when I provide videos and stuff, don't look at it as this video represents all my videos. It represents each one individually. When you hear it, the next time it's going to be something different, okay? No different when y'all watch movies. Every time you watch a movie over and over again, you see something different. That's how it goes. So this is what happened. She never did the work to fix herself. She was setting up God. That was the plan. She was trying to set up God. So she pretended, as I told you, I disconnected my energy, which proves the way me and my mother are, I don't communicate with her. I disconnect. But I thought that spirit was fully gone. It wasn't. See, I let go of a copycat version spirit. So out of one of the elites, one of the next person that was underneath her, that spirit was gone. Which is Beyonce. Beyonce was the next one because she's the one that got like literally me. Okay. So this was what was going on, y'all. So my mother knew that I was going to do these videos. She already knew it. She knew that I was going to do all these videos and everything. She knew I was going to go to the psych place. She knew I was going to go to the mental place. She played this role the whole entire time. Because she wanted me to tell on y'all. She wanted me to use all my energy to get all of y'all out. Right? So y'all could tell on each other. Because she don't have the full power. Because I have it. But they was ciphering it. But she knew I was going to eventually take my power away. So she was like, she's going to end up taking her power away. And I know she's going to take it. But I got to play on the side. Like I'm still against her. But at the same time, I'm still playing mind games with her. And she don't know it. So this is what happened. She's letting all the videos go out. She knows all this stuff going on. She knows she's about to die. Yes, she knows. That's her fate. She knows. But she was hoping that I would give up on myself. Her plan was to manipulate me so much that my spirit would give up. How many times y'all been noticing I'll come up and be like, I'm tired. I'm ready to go. I'm done with all of this. She was banking on that. She was banking on me physically to get drained. See, she's playing at the end game too. She was banking for me to get so drained. And once I get drained, she would end up kill herself. That was the plan. She was gonna kill herself. And when she killed herself, and if I'm drained enough, she was gonna transfer her soul into my body and then take all the notoriety of what has happened. And then she would have went into this whole game, controlling everything. That was her plan. But she was going to pretend to be nice for the first couple of years. And then after that, she was going to go back to demonic mode. So this is what's been going on. Remember the other day I told you with Ye, how certain videos he was popping up out of nowhere? She'd been playing mind games with him. So, to prove everything I'm saying, my mother's spirit is so crazy. She, any person that I've been with, she's been with in the spirit world. My mother been sleeping with Ye the whole time. Any person. That's how she been controlling the narratives in the spiritual world. So when it even comes to Kim, the spirit within her thinks she was controlling things, but it was my mother with her. See, that spirit is still attached to people, okay? That energy is attached. So, he created a song called, I Didn't Know, Mama's Boyfriend. Even his own mother, my mom was controlling her. But you have to accept the bill. See, she could never control me, so that's why they tortured me. So that goes for anyone in the world. If you don't fully believe in God, then you have accepted that contract, and she can play mind controls on y'all. Yeah, that's how it goes. Her spirit can transfer to whoever she wants to transfer to. And she transferred into this body, into this form. That's what she did. So even with Ye, in the spiritual world, his mother was messing with him. She was nice when y'all saw her. But that was my energy she was ciphering. So when y'all ever see and when y'all watch videos of Ye mom, right? Miss Donda. When you watch videos of her, she's so sweet and so nice. My energy. She will cipher my energy so she can pretend to be me, this sweet, innocent person. But deep down, that woman was demonic. She was demonic. Demonic. Same way for myself when I was a kid. Like I told my mother, I said, you knew that I couldn't talk from the spiritual world. Anything spiritually that was going on, I could not tell my mother. I tried. I could not say it. I couldn't say it for nothing. I be trying to tell her, hey, this is going on. But it's like I can feel it. I can think it. But as soon as I'm about to tell her, I could not say it. Because they had something in my mouth. I couldn't say it. I could think it and I could feel it. But by the time I say something, I couldn't. And like I told y'all before, I don't remember a lot of my childhood. I don't. Like, it's a lot of moments I do not remember. I cannot remember. Even if I try right now, I can't remember because they put spells on me for me to forget what they was actually doing to me. Ye went through those same moments as well. Same moments. So, same way for her. He was sleeping with the mother. However, it's a two-part. Remember I told you our spirits are connected. So when y'all talk about kingdom spouses, twin flames, that's how it's just like the mother and the father. Okay? Twin flames. Me and Ye are twin flames. Okay? We are the originals. Alright? And then y'all further down come after that. It's just where your spirits broke up into halves. Alright? But when you find each other, y'all like this. It's like you and that person against the world. Ain't nobody else mind, tension, or nothing that can destroy that once y'all come together. However, when it comes to God was messing with me too. So he basically alright, in the reality world, he was, like I said, to make sure I say it right. In the reality world, he was God. In the spiritual world, my mother was messing with him. In the reality world, I was the mother. Spiritual world, God was messing with me. So even when I had relationships with guys, it was really God that I was in relationships with, they was playing with both of us. Yep. So when y'all sit back and talk about incest type thing with God and now, it's not incest because it was a spirit type thing. However, that's the best way I can explain it. So that's what was going on. They was messing with both of us because they lost their abilities once they came here. Once they came here, they lost their abilities because the frequencies was too low. My frequency was the only high one. Even Ye lost some of his abilities. Not all, but he lost some. Only reason why he still had his abilities is because of me. That's it. That's the only reason why he still was able to do some things he was able to do. For the parents, same thing. Technically, y'all had y'all abilities because of me. Y'all lost them. That's what it is. Y'all lost them. But when y'all found out I still had mine, that's why they ciphered me. That's why they ciphered my energy throughout this whole entire thing. The whole entire thing. I don't know why this coming in. It came in yesterday, so I'm going to talk it out. And maybe the full details come out. Like I said, as I talk, the more information downloads to me. So, wisdom teeth. Alright, y'all know like vampires, right? They got the teeth here, right? It ain't there. It's, hold on, how can I say it? It is there. No, it's your wisdom teeth. Your wisdom teeth is the vampire teeth. It's not in the front. It's in the back. So, if your wisdom teeth came in, you have accepted that demonic side. Just let you know. When your wisdom teeth come in, that means that lets you know if you have transferred over more on that demonic side. Just to let you know. Like for mine, I am 37 years old. Only one wisdom tooth came out, actually was taken out. I have 3 still left that haven't came out yet. They just starting to mess with me. Yeah, I'm a late bloomer. But they just starting to mess with me. But your wisdom tooth is connected. So, okay, let me go back. Alright. I am a vampire and a fairy. I'm both. Okay? The fairy is where y'all electrical charges come from. That's where every single person in the world has that light within them. Every person in the world has it. Don't mean you on the royalty side, but you have that light because of me. The vampire part. Everybody in the world is a vampire. Yes, every single person in one, because of the mother and father, y'all became vampires. Okay, every single one of y'all are vampires. Okay, it's in the wisdom teeth. Technically, you know how like an elephant, the ivory and the elephant tusk is very expensive or whatnot. Well, just let you know, your wisdom teeth tells your true origin. It tells your true origin. Ask yourself, why when dentists take y'all teeth out, where they go at? Where do they go at? Where do they take all your teeth at? Why you get money off your teeth? It's like selling your soul. Where do you get your money off your teeth? Your teeth has a lot of value in it because it's your true origin. It's your true. It's like a tree trunk. Your tree trunk. If you cut the tree in half and you got the circles, the rings to tell you how old a tree truly is. Your teeth is your spiritual DNA. Yes, your teeth are your spiritual DNA. If you go look, everybody's teeth is created differently. Some people got certain gaps. See, the way your teeth are formed also give you an idea of your identity too. Because everybody's teeth is created differently. Some got double layers like a shark. Some people got gaps and stuff in it. Different things. Your teeth is your spiritual DNA. That's what my spirit's telling me. Your teeth is your spiritual DNA. So you got your blood. The blood is your reality. Okay. Now with certain bloods, certain people do have special things that goes on in their bloods. Like for mine's got electrical charge in it. when they look at my blood, they can see the electrical charge within the blood. And from my understanding, they have used my blood before to help heal people. Okay, I'm hearing they use my blood to clear the is that true? Hold on. And the mind spirits messing with me right now. Destroy those spirits. Alright. It can clear, it can heal it. And alright, my blood can actually heal people with AIDS and cancer. So if you have AIDS and cancer, my blood will be able to cure it. Somebody said, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Yeah. So it was this lady back in the day that I forget her name, but she was part of royalty bloodline, and they found out, and they've been using her blood for a long time to cure a lot of stuff. So just so you know, there's a lot of fake diseases in this world, okay? Man-made diseases, and that's how they kept with the population. AIDS is a man-made disease. Cancer is a neurological disease. Diabetes is a man-made disease because it's in the food. What else? That's it for right now. But yeah, it's in the blood. It's like what you eat can cause certain things. So some things are man-made. What's this? But yeah, so my blood can actually heal these things. But y'all ain't gonna sit here and cipher me all up just let y'all know that. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I would knock y'all out. Y'all try me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's something I need to tell y'all too. I guess it's gonna be a mix of different things. So I'm gonna say this. Am I gonna heal every person in the world? Throughout time, not all at once. Okay, now the people that's on demon time, I can't help you. I'm not going to help you because, and when I'm talking about demon time, these are the ones that was against me. That's your debt. You got to pay that bill. Other ones that just didn't know and it got caught up, there's something different. My spirit would know the difference between the two. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I'm gonna do what I can do. And I'm not afraid to tell y'all the truth. So what I can do, what I can't do, okay? I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Everybody don't have supposed to be delivered from certain things. It's really your debt to yourself. So let me explain this. Some people in the world will be healed from certain things and delivered from certain things. Some of y'all are still on your contract from a past life. And you have to do the deal. You have to fulfill those tasks, those hurdles, and all of those things to get yourself out of that contract. Okay? Because you signed a contract in your past life and it has came over into this life. Okay? Once you do the soul searching and get yourself and break those chains off your life, then you'll be able to experience the good things. All right? I'm going to tell y'all right now, no one in the world can do anything to me. No one. Okay? I'm literally not afraid of anyone. I don't care if I walk in front of a bunch of guns. Y'all ain't dumb enough to shoot. That's how, y'all, I'm going to say this. I'm a little crazy. Okay? I am. But good crazy, but I'm a little crazy. I don't care. I'm going to go out here and do what I have to do. I'm going to heal the ones that deserve to be healed. Okay? If you sat here and had a woe me life and oh my God, nah, I'm only helping people that get up every day and motivate themselves to do something, even when it hurt, even when life is against you. Those hard workers are who I'm going to help. Okay, if you haven't picked up a finger to do anything but give out orders, then stay in your position. That's literally how it goes. Because I don't help lazy ass people. Okay? You want to be a couch potato, stay a couch potato. Okay? And when you done, then you can be delivered. It's just simple as that. I don't know. That really came out very well. I'm still doing it. But anyway, that's literally how it goes, man. Like, we have too many lazy people in the world. And for my younger ones, my later high schooler, my, senior, sophomore, seniors, and my 20-year-olds, don't think y'all can do anything, okay? I'm going to pluck you right in the head, keep messing with me, all right? Don't think you can get over. Don't think you smarter than me or whatever. You might can get me in the spelling bee, but I will sting your behind if you mess with me. That's what I'm saying, okay? I'm going to tell you like this. Literally last night, I woke up and my body was feeling like it went through it. Because my spirit told me, like, we was fighting last night. Yeah, we was fighting last night. I tell you, in that spirit world, I would knock y'all asses out. I don't care. You walk up on me, you're going to get punched. You're going to get knocked, whatever. However, I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. If you big and bougie and bold, to walk up to me in the spiritual world and think you're going to put ideas in my head, say something to me in my head or whatever. You wake up in the morning and you wonder why your eye hurting. Just remember, it was worth it. Okay, I need y'all to understand that I'm not a pushover anymore. Okay, I do be quiet. I don't say too much. That doesn't mean you can say whatever, talk to me however, whatever. You understand? I know how to communicate, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not dealing with no low energy mother suckers. I'm not dealing with it. If you would have heard the conversation I had with my own mother, I ain't playing. Okay, and that wasn't being disrespectful because all I have ever shown was nothing but respect. Okay, as you see where I'm at, I'm still in the same spot. I ain't been kicked out yet because we know what's the truth. Okay, I know who I am. I'm very confident in who I am, and no one is going to do anything about that. All right, I need you to understand that when it comes to me and Ye, when we ever get to that point and we tie together, you're going to respect both me and him and our family. You say something, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm very, very protective of my family. I'm very protective of my family. So I'm going to just say this. Say something else. Down like. We can debate. But when you start giving out information and making your opinions turn into a facts that ain't real, we're going to have a problem. Someone is going to lose a heart. And I'm so serious. I'm so serious because y'all don't understand our lives, our stories, and everything. And yes, have he did some jankety stuff to me? Yes. But at the same time, I'm not making no excuses. Okay? Because he has went through his karma. He's been through his karma. Just let you know that's this life that y'all seen. And he been through some hell before. Just because he may done some things, he went through hell. Okay? So, what I'm saying is this. Once everything come out, and even now, for the ones that know, I advise you to be quiet. Because everybody's getting instant karma. Okay? Everybody getting instant karma. I'm not waiting it. I'm not prolonging it anymore. Because if you feel like you can handle this position, then step up to the plate. Alright? When I throw that ball at you, you better hit it the right way. Because if it's a foul, don't get knocked out. That's all I got to say. Because my thing is this. We have been through a lot. We've been through a whole lot. A whole lot. Okay? And if you know what I've been through to help heal his behind, okay? You don't understand what I had to go through. Y'all see all this daggone publicity stuff that been going on, and I had to sit back and watch all of it. But I'm the one that's there with him when he was crying and when he was going through stuff. When everybody is against him, I was the one that stayed there beside him. Do you understand? So I'm tired. That goes for my kids, the fights and stuff I had to deal with them because of these people. And that ain't even including the spiritual world. They ain't including the over 100, 200, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 people that's been attacking me on a daily basis. Yes, on a daily basis. I wake up fighting every single day. Every single day. So, y'all gonna respect me. You're gonna respect him and you're gonna respect our kids. Now, we both, as you see, when we laugh, we fun, we laugh, and we have a good old time. Don't let us go into the other mode, because now, if you come across us, now you deserve whatever we give you. That's that. We are your protectors. And if you deny us, don't be that dummy getting hit at that wall. Okay? I don't want that life for you. I want everyone to have a prosperous life in this world. And remember, when it comes to me, you can't do anything without me knowing it. You understand me? When it comes to my reality, I try not to listen and turn me into that. Whatever the spirit sees and goes, it is what it is. But my spirit, if I chime in and pull that blind up and my spirit say, hey, look at this. This is what this fool doing. All right. Don't get mad you fall down those stairs. You understand? You get popped upside the head or something. You see enough of craziness in the world of what these dumb folks are doing because they running raggedy and wild because they trying to find a way to make me scared. I am not scared of nothing. When I say nothing, I have accepted that if I die right now, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. If I go walk out, if I go walk outside and someone shoot me, I'm cool with that. If I go down the street and somebody stab me, I'm cool with that. Whatever y'all try to do, if it's my time, it's my time. I've accepted that. That's the true power. When you can walk in this world and live every day to the fullest and be happy and know that if that next minute you gone, you know you have lived your life. This is the happiest I've been in forever. Other than the moments with my kids, but when it comes to me, loving me, this is the happiest I ever been. I ain't got no fancy cars, no fancy house. This is it. This is what y'all see. And I feel the best I ever felt in my entire existence. And y'all was be trying to attack me, and I still feel amazing. So, like I said, man, you have a choice. You can live this life to the fullest, enjoy every bit of it, and be at peace and not get to feel what heaven truly feel like. Because heaven is inside of you. But it's up to you to turn the light on. But in order to turn the light on, you got to trust the heart. Just because it beating doesn't mean that it's living. Don't make this life worse than what it need to be. Don't sit here and complain. Always remember there's someone in a worse situation than you. And tomorrow, but like this, just within the next 5 seconds, you could be in that situation. You're walking around. Next 5 seconds, you can lose your legs. You can lose your arms. You can lose an eye. You understand me? You can lose your ability to move. And y'all complaining, oh, I don't have enough of food. I don't have enough of this, my that, my that. Shut your neck and your back. At the end of the day, you can feel it. You can feel it. So don't get so stuck in a situation where 1 minute you can feel it and the next is gone. You don't have to put hate on anyone. You don't have to mistreat anyone. You just go out here and focus on yourself and focus on your lane. And if people gossip, let them talk, child. When they stop talking, that's when you need to check yourself and be like, I need to get something done right. And I'm not talking about that fake gossip. When I say fake gossip is when you're doing stuff on purpose just for them to have something to say, like some reckless stuff. Nah, we ain't talking about that fake reality TV stuff. We ain't talking about that. But when you minding your business, just to let you know, this is how you know when you in your lane. When you minding your business and you can't hear no one else's voice around you. When you don't care about what somebody has to say about you. When you get to the point somebody say, man, guess what they said about you? I don't care. I don't care. This girl did. I don't care. They did. I don't care. I'm minding my business. If my name is in theirs, I guess my business is theirs, because at the end of the day, my business must value that much in their life that they ain't even thinking about their own. So I'm the success story in their life because they ain't got no successful moments to talk about for themselves. That's how you got to look at life. And when it comes to family, I know. I might sound like a hypocrite and be like, y'all need to go and mend your situations with your mamas and your daddies. And then I had a disconnect. There's a difference. Alone, you done everything you can do. You prayed. You did the changes that you need to do in your life. You forgave. Put like this. When you get to the point you don't talk about the past and what they done to you, and you have let all of this, I don't care if they touch you. I don't care if they left you. I don't care if they didn't pay attention to you. I don't care if they didn't feed you or whatever. When you get to that point in your life that no matter what they done to you, it ain't that big deal anymore. And you have done all you can do. And then at the same time, if they still talking about those things and they so-called said they forgave you, but they still bringing that stuff up, something you got to walk away. Walk away. Because sometimes when you in that person's energy, they feel like they can continue talking to you, however, be reckless around you, whatever. Sometimes you got to walk away from people for them to remember what they losing. And when you walk away, if that doesn't change them for to be the better, for them to come back to you and say, hey, look, I was wrong. I didn't value you when you was in my life. Now you back in. Now I want to make sure that we have that connection. If they don't do that and genuinely mean it, it is what it is. Now, I know there's some parents that may have put you up for adoption or they did this and did that. Try to make it work. But if they ain't showing any type of movement, then I done what I need to do. But always trust your heart. And what I mean by that is believe in yourself. If you hear me say it's time to let go, let go. If I sit back and say, give it some time, walk away for a little while. How long? Give it about a couple months. Okay. If I sit back and say, it's time to try again, then try again. You understand? You got to listen. You have to listen. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes your heart can play mind games on you. Okay? And your mind can play mind games on your heart. So use discernment. So before you act out, make sure you at your calmest state ever. I don't care if somebody would cheated on you. I don't care if somebody stole something from you. I don't care what it is. And I know you furious and you ready to jump on that situation right then and there, right? Wait till you to your calmest state and think things out. Think it through. Because you don't want to sit back and accuse something when it's not real, and you don't want to get to the point, you don't want it to go to the point where the person knows how to manipulate you and where they can manipulate you in that situation. So think of the different scenarios. Say, okay, normally I know this person be playing mind games, so if I say this to this person, remember the things how they might play mind games with me. Remember how they play on my mind. So when they say these things, I stay on track. If a person, when you talking and you saying something to them and they jump to something else, they know what they're doing. Stay on topic. I don't care what it is. Stay on topic. If they sit back, you can say, oh, I saw you with this other person. You didn't see me with the other person. Wasn't you down the street with that friend the other day? Stay on track. Don't joke. I wasn't with that friend. No, don't do that. They trying to turn the story to another. They trying to change the page over. Stay on the same page. No. Listen, I'm not going to fuss with you. I know what I saw. You was with this person, right? No, I wasn't with the person. So that wasn't you in that car with that the same outfit on. That you just seeing things. Okay. Now walk away from the conversation. I know you like, hold on, but if I'm right, why? Walk away. That's just your answer. You justify, you have all the clues and they still denying it. Why you gonna keep talking to someone that's gonna keep denying it? Because the more they deny it, the more they're gonna convince you what you seeing is wrong. That's what I went through all my life. I seen the signs. I seen everything in my face. But the more I try to convince myself that this person had to be a good person on the inside, the more they use that energy to flip it back on me and make me look like the villain. See, that's what people do. See, they know that you can see the heart deep down, but they want to hide it. And you like, but you know you got a heart. You know you wrong. You know you wrong. You got a heart. So what they'll do, they'll cover their heart up because they don't want you to know they got one. And they'll focus on yours. Now they pulling your heartstrings. Now they knowing how to manipulate you and flip the script on you. Well, if you trust me, you would have believed me. You wouldn't have done this. You wouldn't have done that if you trusted me. Pay attention. Pay attention to how people play mind games on you. And if you're the type of person that play mind games on people, just remember, it can always come back on you. But it's not going to always be the way that you direct. It's going to be someone else. And I'm not saying, and I know right now, I know you thinking I'm giving, no, I'm very direct. I'm a direct person. I'm not sitting here saying subliminals. I don't have time for the games. If you screw up, you know what's going to happen. That's how it is. I'm not, I'm very direct. So, all I say is, why my face look crooked? Oh, anyway. Sorry. All I say is pay attention. And if you are the type of person to play mind games, just remember, karma is something else. It will come back on you. And if you're around people that truly love you, I know it's not the easiest thing to accept in a world full of lies. But if you have someone that is there and got your back when nobody else has your back, and they go hard for you, and they risking their lives to be there for you, hold on to that. It may not be the image that you thought it was going to be. It may not be the storyline that you wanted, but it's the peace of mind that you needed. So when you have something good, hold on to it. Understand? Stop worrying about what everybody else thinks. Stop worrying about what everybody else feel. When you finally find peace, hold on to it. Don't strangle it, Because if it's real, it's gonna allow you to hold on to it. But don't ruin your life and ruin the best things in your life to please everyone else in the world. Because they're looking for their peace as well. On that note, y'all have a blessed day.